recording, some analysis, some shoot first mark analysis. And let's get into it. I'm not really too well versed in matchups, so I won't be focusing on like matchup stuff. I'll be more focusing on just like decision making and like looking at risk versus reward, all that kind of stuff. Like looking at move choices, looking at punish game, especially because in guillotine set versus cess, I noticed that his tug chasing and just kind of general follow-ups are a bit off. He wasn't getting as much percentage off his opportunities as cess was. Like he had like a lot of openings to work with, but he wasn't really able to convert into anything. Whereas his opponent didn't like get quite as many opportunities, but he was able to convert pretty much every time. So it's a really important thing to be aware of, just how you're converting off your openings in melee. Yeah, I like the decision to just dash dance outside marth, run, cancel down tilt range. I like it a lot. I'm not really sure about this waveland. I feel like it's just putting yourself in marth's sort of like short hop fair range, and it's giving up an opportunity to punish him. Well, they may have decided to do it before he saw the fair come out. I talked about that in watching his other game. Like he has kind of a common pattern, or guillotine have a very common pattern of landing with like auto cancel short hop fair into with auto cancel short hop fair onto F tilt, and especially at this percent, it's especially egregious. Just because again, F tilt's not going to lead to anything. It's not going to it has like no reward, medium risk, so it's like just a poor option. Before marth is at like I guess 24 or like 25. I would guess like 26% is when it knocks down marth. And also whiffing moves in front of marth is generally pretty bad. Except like if you're whiffing forward air in front of marth, it's not quite as bad because you can like just dash out of it. You can just like dash back to avoid his whiff punish. But with a move like F tilt, it's just so much worse. Like if you had gotten grabbed here, he probably would have been able to punish you pretty hard. Okay, base it. Baits. Base the shield grab. Let's look at the situation. I'm not really sure what you're trying to shield grab. Maybe you're just like predicting a fair and like just kept on going with the grab even after you saw it wasn't gonna come down, wasn't happening. So I guess I'll make a note right away. Bad F tilt at 016. Bad F tilt at 016. 016. Actually, I'll just bring this up on. I'll bring this up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm writing down. Remember F tilt. Now remember not to F tilt. Avoid F tilting when opponent is at no percent. It won't down and is 0 reward, medium risk. Get down tilted. Again, another bad F tilt right here after you crouch cancel his forward air. This could have been a grab most likely. This could have been a grab for sure. If you had just done a dash grab, like done dash boost grab, it would have hit, or even dash jump cancel grab, the likely would have hit. Another thing you can consider is just short hop fairing in this spot. That is pretty solid option. Always worth considering. So bad F tilt and 20. Avoid F tilting when opponents at low percent. It won't knock down. It's pretty much 0 ward medium risk. Okay. And then the grab here, it doesn't make a ton of sense. This grab. I guess you thought you would be able to grab a marth landing, but just F tilt just doesn't have enough knockdown or knockback to make that possible. And again, you have an opportunity to close space against marth right here. You have an opportunity to close space on marth and thread boost grab, push him into the corner, but you don't take the opportunity. Instead, you go to the platforms. So that's my note. At pass up to pressure marth. With aggressive movement. It's really important to me not to pass up an opportunity to shield pressure your opponent. Very, very important. And that, going to the platform leads to you being forwarded. Because you just put yourself in marth fair range. And this is one of the big reasons why being on the platforms against marth is generally a pretty questionable idea. Just because you can cover it really easily. Especially dashing into that fair range is especially egregious. Assume missed input. If you had been faster, could have grabbed that. You could have grabbed this down tilt. You were a little bit late though. Missed the ledge dash. They're going to come down directly on top of marth. Well, this was an opportunity to do, like, run off to the side, needle him. That would have been fine here. Or even run off to the side, needle him. But also, I don't like panic shielding there. It just opens you up to grab. I mean, I know it's hard to break that habit. It's really hard. But it's important that you try. And it's definitely something I'm struggling with too. I think a lot of mid-level sheik may struggle with it. Just because you feel so safe in your shield, because sheik shield is so good. But it just ends up getting you grabbed a lot most of the time. Get you out of it though. Okay, good punish. Okay, I mean that punish is fine. I think you might want to consider up tilt here, walk forward, up tilt, or dash forward, short hop or full hop up air. If you short hop up air, you can do like fast fall at a timing such that you land with auto canceled, like your landing is auto canceled. So that's a pretty strong option. And like the punish kind of worked out. Grab ledge. Grab ledge, please. Here, so there you just do wave dash forward, turn around, wave dash back. And that's your way of grabbing the ledge. Again, giving marth an opportunity to get under you. The full hop really doesn't accomplish anything. I'm pretty sure you could have up air or fared marth through that. Maybe not because it was tipper. That doesn't look like tipper. But that up air, that full jump didn't do anything at all. There's another example of the pattern you have of whiff fair into whiff F tilt. Okay, there's another bad dash attack. We saw these a lot in the set against, or in your set against Fox, against Cess. You do these kind of like Hail Mary, just run across the entire stage in dash attacks. When instead you could be kind of just like doing more conservative movement, like doing way dash back, way dash in place, shield stop. So try not to. So okay, remember. Mix up here. What you do out of dash forward. Don't just run across the entire stage and dash attack like that. Okay, 102. I assume that was a dash attack or something. I'm not super sure. Okay, he was pretty clearly trying to bait a shield grab there. How'd you take the stock? What happens? Oh, you got a reverse fair. You hold ledge, get it. Got him, good. Again, just holding shield, not really the best idea. Get grabbed for it. So you get out of Marth F down tilt range, you try and whiff punish him. But it's really hard to do that. What you can do instead, if you're trying to avoid down tilt, if you're trying to be down tilt, is just short hop. Well, if you dash away, if you short hop away here, you get to, if you dash away here, you can just short hop bear him. Or like if you dash short hop away, you can just short hop bear him. Although it's not really super rewarding because he's at low %, but it's better than nothing. You can also even turn around and short hop, like turn around needle and to grab him. That might work. I like holding shield. I mean, actually, I like holding shield when you're at this high %. Just because Marth struggles pretty hard to to kill off a grab at this %. Again, you were a bit late with your shield grab. I'm pretty sure you could have shield grabbed that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I could have grabbed that. You could have grabbed that or naired that, 100%. Still living. Still living. Okay, you're dead. You did. Okay. Just up tilt off this. It looks like you kind of need to grind out your Marth down throw follow-ups a little bit. Because you should be up tilting this pretty much every time. Grind out your Marth. Drop one at 145. Begin panic shielding. So try not to panic shield when you land at close range with Marth. Be cognizant of panic shielding when you land next to Marth, especially when he has good grab punches on you. Again, there's another pattern, another example of you F tilt, like forward air land F tilting. Like it seems like it's a little bit autopilot at this point. I'm not super sure, but it does look like autopilot to me. So I guess that's another note. That's a big note. Try. So far, every time you've landed with you you've done immediate left tilt, even at low percents. Okay, calm down with the F tilts. I mean, you could just down smash here. That would definitely be an option worth considering. Okay, remember, try to avoid landing on top of Marth. Okay, actually, where did all these openings come from? What was the first hit he got? Just you. Okay, just you landing for an uppy. Makes sense. This is another example of something you should try to avoid. Just like autopilot spot dodging, like panic spot dodging. Because I mean, against Marth, spot dodging is pretty solid, just because he doesn't have many moves that last long. Like he doesn't have any lingering hitboxes. But it's still something to be wary of. You could down air there. You could also up air there. You could do like weak up air, drift to the top platform, fair him. Okay, where did we go? Where did we come from? Okay, just kind of some spaghetti is where he came from. Do you think if you boost grab or dash attack there, you have him? Actually, maybe not. It's hard to tell though. That's a really hard situation to judge on the fly. So definitely don't. Oh, almost. Almost. You had the read. You had the roll read, just didn't kind of. You just didn't really execute, which happens. You just barely missed it. Try not to do immediate obvious double jumps. Okay, there we go. We got him. Okay, I like what you're doing a lot here. Again, be careful about F-tilting at low percent. I feel like that's one of the biggest holes in your gameplay. You just F-tilt at low percent way too much. I think it's a serious problem for you. I think that's the main note. Like the main takeaway. Overuse of F-tilt. Like it feels like you F-tilt like it's always gonna combo. Like you always F-tilt like it's gonna combo. When you're fighting an opponent at low percents, like you're fighting Kalvar here. F-tilting. Is one of the biggest holes in your gameplay. And that's both this set and your set with Cess. Both sets had a lot of bad F-tilts in them. Another bad F-tilt. You really got to get these under control, man. These are a big problem for you. We could spend this whole analysis just going over your bad F-tilts. Not to be harsh or anything, but that's just not to be blunt. I'm just telling it like it is. Your F-tilts are pretty bad. Again, like it feels like when you take space, you're not really like. You're like taking space in these like in huge chunks. You aren't really taking space in more granular like pieces. So I think that's definitely a problem of yours. Another problem, possibly the next biggest hole in your gameplay. Oh man, oh my. Taking space in small increments. Okay, I think that's a big note. Big note to take away from this. Bad down smash. Got another bad F tilt. Let's look at what you could have done instead. Could have grabbed him. You could have totally just crouch cancel grabbed him for sure. Like crouch cancel dash grab him. Actually, let's look at how many frames he had to work with. So you take the hit. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you had enough. You had enough frames. There were a few times we had. I wonder how I do in a typing test. And then you just get, what? Why'd you F tilt here? What was the situation? Yes, spot dodge, F tilt, not a good follow, not a good at all against marth. Like at least at this percent. You're gonna type, why didn't you just go to wedge? No. Okay, I like that. I like that dash forward a lot. I think that's a good example of what you should be doing. Okay, questionable down smash. Let's look at what you could have done instead of that jab. Okay, I mean, there's not really much you could get off there. Marth is just not a high enough percent for jab to lead to many combos. Oh, he was trying to fuck you up. He's trying to mess you up. That would have been sick too. Up air back. So in this situation, you can just up air. You can up air roll. You can up air roll in. You can back air stand in place. You can back air stand up just normal get up or get up attack. You can up air or nair, a roll in. And of course, you can also back air, roll away. Okay, I like what you're doing here. Don't quite like that. I feel like when you're taking, whenever you take large amounts of space, you pretty much always, you kind of have a habit of lunging, overextending yourself. I like all of this. I like what you're doing right here. Well, you could have taken space with that first dash forward. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I like what you're doing by just holding center stage. I like what you're doing a lot. Although you could be a bit more aggressive against marth. You don't necessarily have to be let and play and take so much stage. Oh, if you had been faster, you could have grabbed that. I'm sure you know that, though. Again, be careful about always doing it, throwing out an attack whenever you take space. Well, I guess you're trying to you were predicting him landing instead of double jumping and he just punish you for it, which makes sense. Okay, you could have just grabbed him there. Pretty simple to point out, but he could have just grabbed him there. That was a bad dash attack. You got to grab there. I'm sure you know that though. It's really important to be aware of the percent game. Okay. Keep it on. Okay, it looks like you're just getting a little bit flustered, looking a little bit scared. I'm not sure what that spot dodge was, what that input was supposed to be. You took a little bit too much time there. I suppose that was a rising fair attempt. Okay, we got game one. Now we're going to Yash's, I would guess. Yash's or FD. Yeah, FD. Foota. Okay, definitely work on your grab follow-ups. That's a walk forward up tilt. That's a walk forward up tilt or a walk forward up air. I mean, walk forward up tilt or dash forward up air is what that is. So it looks like you don't have an idea of what to do. Now I'm going to link this Troy Fox article. So copy that. And keep it on. Oh, what is this? Okay, we're good. Again, be really careful about, like, try not to autopilot throwing out attacks when you're moving forward. Like, try and keep what you're doing out of your movement forward ambiguous. That's really important thing for melee in general. So I guess it's very important to keep what you yeah, very important. Very important, very important, very important. I'm sure you just predicted that you would just throw out a boost grab, like throw out a grab or something like that. Another bad F tilt. Really important that you don't do those. Okay, that was fine. Yeah, if you put yourself in a bit of a precarious situation, you really did not need to full jump, like you did not need a double jump or even full jump at all. Like, I guess if you full jump, you can threaten Marth with needles, which is pretty strong. Like, that's a pretty decently strong option, but the double jump was just totally unnecessary. And I know that you were trying to whiff punish Marth with this dash attack. Like, honestly, I don't really see why you backed off, because you had frame advantage on Marth. There's no real need. Like right here, you can boost grab him. You can short hop fair him. Yeah, you can boost grab. You can short hop fair him. You can do many things to Marth in that position. Looks like you just have a bad habit of spot dodging when you're in close range situations. Because Marth's just throwing it out as soon as possible. feels like shield or spot dodge. Disadvantage next to marth. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna go get some more soda, some more liquid. Be right back. Okay. Back at it. Okay, moving on. So what was the situation we got ourselves into? Yeah, there's no need to dash back away from this situation. If anything, you should be moving forward, because this is pretty strong for you. Work on your lush dashes. Okay, so that was another instance of your habit of spot dodging whenever you get a close range situation. Whenever you get at a close range situation with marth, kind of just another Hail Mary dash attack. Like, it feels like you decide you're going to dash attack, like, right here. Marth is just too far away, though. And then... Okay. I mean, spot dodge works. But at a certain point it's going to stop working, just because kalvar is going to catch on to you. Oh no, he could just poof the ledge. Oh no, he got you. He got you with it. That's understandable. I mean, move choice is a little questionable here. You should have probably back-aired him. Okay. We got him. Tuned out. Zoned out for a little bit there. Okay. Be careful about using your jump to cavalier. Be careful being like 2 cavalier with your double jump. Really important resource you shouldn't waste. Again, another note, like, you should just be very mindful of percents and don't use down smash at those like this percent. And down smash is actually pretty bad when it doesn't knock down. So definitely something to be very aware of. Trying to rely less on down smash. Like, especially at a crouch cancel, because it's just not a high reward move. It's a good get off me move, but it's not like a high reward move at all. Remember to be careful of putting yourself above marth. Here, okay, let's look at the situation again. So this is your boost grab spacing. This right here is your boost grab spacing, so it means that you can be a bit you can be aggressive here. So definitely something to think about, like being aggressive in these sorts of situations. Just because boost grab is such a powerful tool, and it's really like when you stand here, you represent it. So that's why Mark dashed back there, because he was afraid of the boost grab. So you could do like an overshot boost grab to catch him in his dash back. And this is not Marth's running down tilt range. His running down tilt range is right about here, because he can crouch right about here. So that means that if he down tilts you, you can just ASDI it down, and punish him for it. So that means you could have been taking a bit more space. You could have like short hop fared at him. You could have just like ran at him, dash tagged. Like you could have dash tagged here. You could have boost grabbed here. You could have aerialed here. So that's another note. We have 6, 31. Oh, that was a big one. That was a big boy burp. Oh my. That's a questionable wave land in. Yeah, that was. I don't know what you're doing there. If you just land and shield, like if you just land and roll out there, you're fine. Really, like that roll in was, or that wave land was so questionable. Again, like with the kind of auto pellet F tilts, I feel like F tilt and dash tags are both. So we're at this spacing. What's happening here? We could short hop back here to his to zone out his running down tilt. Actually, let's look at where he starts his dash. That's the most important part of this. So he's starting his dash. He's in startup. You're right at about running down tilt range. So you could dash back here. You could dash back, or like you could short hop back so that you can go over the top of his down tilt, punish him that way. You could dash back and try and whiff punish the down tilt. You'd have to be pretty much predicting down tilt though. Dash running forward is kind of questionable because he can rising fair as well. Like if you run forward to like right about here, you just get rising faired. So you could just, like, I feel like you might have to dash back here. Maybe. You way dash back. You see Marth landing. But you're not really too aggressive with punishing Marth landing. Like, you could be a lot more aggressive here with chasing down his landing. Because he's wave landing back. So you could take a bit more space. I feel like kalvar is reading kalvar is reading you just like kind of dash dancing in place. Like it feels like you're pretty uncomfortable taking space away from Marth. Yeah, again, try. So I guess that's another recommendation to you. Try short hopping. And go over. Did you just tournament winner? Is that what happened? Yeah, that's a problem. I think I'm just going to analyze. I'm going to cut my analysis at this game. Because I think 2 games is more than enough in terms of analysis. Again, whenever it feels like you... Like, it feels like you always... Like, when you dash forward, you always end it with an attack. Or you take, like, very small steps forward. Again, there's another dash attack. There's another kind of overextension, another lunge. I guess you were trying to catch him out of the air, so it makes sense. Well, let's look at when you input the dash attack. So you dash forward, you see him jump. You're actually pretty late with the dash attack. Actually, I'll check Discord to see how fast dash attack is. It's frame 6 to 12. Okay. It kind of feels like you decide on, like you kind of preemptively decided the dash attack. I mean, let's look at the situation. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're just kind of pulling the trigger. You're like too fast to pull the trigger with dash attack. There's another spot dodge, another panic spot dodge. Like when you're at disadvantage, it feels like all Kalvar has to do is just literally stand next to you, and it forces out a spot dodge from you, like a spot dodge or a shield. Again, be careful about like just putting yourself right above Marth. Marth is really good at striking Sheik. He's really good at striking or just pushing her into the corner. So be very careful with grabs you. Oh god, he's opening you up a lot. Okay. That's fine. You could also get dash attack off this. Actually, maybe not. Feels like you're kind of just throwing out moves. You're not really using your. It feels like you're not really using your movement as a move. Right? It's really important to think of your movement itself as another move, like as one of the moves you can do. Like think about dash forward as a move. Think about weave dash back as a move. Think about like dash to run as a move. Like it's really important to just be thinking of your movement and moving intentionally. And using your movement to represent threats intentionally. Because if you're ambiguous with your movement, then it makes the rest of your offense flow really well. It makes people like not just dash back every time they see you dash forward, and it lets you get openings to boost grab or dash stack with. That's why dash forward and dash back is so good, and why players like Dread Fox and Kirby Kaze use their movement like that. Like they use a lot of dash forward, dash back. And Swedish does pretty much every top sheik does. Pretty much every top player does. Again, you're kind of putting yourself above Marth when you don't need to. Oh no, that sucks. Okay, I guess I'll watch it a little bit more. We're not gonna go too in depth though, because I went pretty in depth with game 1 and game 2. Just kind of point out the more general things. Again, be really careful with putting yourself above Marth. He gets 58% of you putting yourself above him. Again, be careful with bad F tilts. That F tilt was pretty atrocious. You could just grab there. That grab was fine because he was all the way in the corner. Be careful about jumping. Marth is amazing at sharking double jumps. Again, it feels like you're not really comfortable taking space against him. It feels like you're not really comfortable taking space against him at all. So you just put yourself into the corner. Have I tried to get more comfortable taking space away from Marth and neutral? Using aggressive movement. Okay. He got you good. My music just ended. No. Yes. Okay, you put yourself above marth again. You could just be the... I guess you could be short hopping there. You could just like run up shielding. Like it's really good against marth who just like walk forward, way dash back when you have him on the ledge. When you have him cornered. How'd you get here? Like I feel like something I've never really seen you do is dashboard shield stop. Dashboard shield stop is quite good against marth. So practice. Dash forward in the crouch. Neutral options. Okay, it worked out, I believe. Okay, I like that. I like the aerials to get over the down tilts. I like that a lot. You had an opportunity there, but you almost lost it. Oh god, I feel like I have a sneeze coming. Okay, just an air there. I mean, that's another situation where you could just tech chase him. There you go. There you go. Let's get him. Oh, hey, what's up, guillotine? So I've gone through games 1 and 2 so far. I'll go through the notes, the note arenas. Yeah, we're on game 3 right now. So again, there were some bad up tilts at 16 seconds and 20 seconds in, and a few, like, of course, spread throughout the other parts of the set as well. Yeah, like, I feel like F-tilting when your opponent's at low percent is definitely one of the biggest holes in your gameplay. And at 21%, at 21, where is it? Right here. You pass up an opportunity to pressure marth, for like pressure his landing, but you don't really do anything with it. Like, you have an opportunity to pressure him, like, where is it? Right here. Right here, you have an opportunity to like chase down his overshoot boost grab, chase down his movement. You have an opportunity to just like move forward and take space from him, but you don't do anything with it. Also, of course, keep it continuing on the theme from last set. Remember to mix up what you do at a dash forward. Don't just run across the entire stage and dash tack like you do at 102. like that. Try to stay away from decisions like that. And it's very important. Practice taking space in small increments via dash forward into wave dash, or dash forward into wave dash, shield, crouch, or short hop back. It's very important to keep what you do out of dash forward ambiguous, so that way you can get those open. Like you can get openings with you can find openings for your boost grab or dash attack. Grind out your marth down throw follow-ups, especially off of slight DI forward. It feels like you're pretty solid at what to do with DI away, or I don't think I've seen kalvar do DI behind so far. But it feels like what's tripping you up is DI slight DI forward, like right here. Like slight DI in general, slight DI behind or forward. Like it feels like you're just not really sure at all what to do there. So I'd advise you study up on this article. This article is really good. I'll link it in the resources and in the Discord. But this should be your Bible with regards to handling marth DIs. But essentially, so DI away, you got that. You know how to regrab on DI away. But slight DIs away, you can actually regrab. But what you're not doing is taking the step forward and up tilting. And DI behind you, of course, also up tilting. So like on DI, slight DI forward and DI behind, you want to either up tilt when they're at lower percents, or short hop up air or full hop up air. You can short hop up air such that you can short hop fastball up air, or short hop up air fastball, so you can get an auto cancel landing on the up air. And if you also if you full hop up air, then you can usually get another up air or a forward air off of it, or even like you can get another up air, forward air, or a back air or something like that, or even like a neutral air. So something to study and grind. There it is. Okay, anyways, continuing on. Be cognizant, be aware of panic shielding when you land next to marth. Panic shielding when you land next to marth, especially at percents when he has good grab punishes on you. Also, like, shielding and also spot dodging. Like, something I also noticed is that, in close range situations when you're disadvantaged, you pretty much always shield or spot dodge when you're disadvantaged next to marth. So that's definitely something to be aware of. So also try to avoid autopiloting with fair from platform into F tilt like you did at 149. It's coming up right here. Like it feels like every time you do this kind of forward air, you pretty much always. Okay. Okay. Pretty much always get better. Like you get better with the shielding, like pan shielding, pan spot dodging. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. But this is, so it feels like every time you whiff forward air off the platform, you pretty much always do an F tilt immediately afterwards. So it looks like there's some autopiloting there, like a decent amount of autopilot there, so definitely try to be aware of that. Also work on your crouch cancel options. There were a few times when you had, like, you crouch canceled marth, like, down air, or like forward air or down tilt, and you just went for like F tilt or down smash off of it instead of grabbing it. It's really important in this matchup to get as much out of your crouch cancel opportunities as possible. And because that makes then dash forward into crouch a good option to do. If you can just really consistently punish marth with crouch cancel grab. Yeah, so that's definitely something to be aware of. Like, try and practice that in Uncle Punch as like reversal mode. Okay, also try to rely less on dash attack and like dash attack and forward tilt. They both feel like crutches for you. Like I feel like it's like F tilt is such a. It feels like almost like F tilt is such a crutch for you that you do it at low percents when it's not even that good. So try and like with F tilt, try and like use movement, like because the intent of F tilt is to zone out a dashing opponent, right? So try and use like your dash back into whiff punish, like dash back into grab, but like whiff punish, or like short hop, aerial, or anything like that instead of just F tilting. And same goes for dash attack. It feels like a bit of a crutch for you in neutral. It feels like you're kind of just throwing them out on autopilot, not really throwing them out, like not doing them with intention. So also be more aggressive when you find yourself at boost grab spacing or inside marth's running down tilt range. Like at 631. This spacing. This one right here. Or but I guess you dashed. Actually, I guess that's not the best example. But when you find yourself at that range, like at like an even, like a neutral, true neutral with Marth at that range, you should be pretty aggressive with him. Just because, like if you crouch at that range, like I don't know. But at that range, he can't down tilt you. So he has to dash back in order to down tilt you. And if he's doing a rising aerial in that situation, it just loses to run up shield. So I feel like in those situations you can be really aggressive with Marth with run up shield and run up crouch, or even just run up boost grab. Other notes. Try short hopping above his down tilts and hitting him with aerials. Like try short hop aerial above his down tilts. Pay attention to when he gets you out of his running or wave dash forward down tilt range, and go over it with short hop aerials like fair or bear. Of course, work your new ledge dashes. You turning winner a ton in this set. Also, be very careful with putting yourself above Marth. And you do it a lot in this set. Like you just put yourself directly above Marth, or give him an opportunity to get under you, to get under you. And pretty much every time it happens, Kalvar is able to convert a lot off of it. The example is right here. You just double jump right into it, right into his up air range. Oh, this one. That was it. That was it. Because you give Marth. If you look at the situation you create. Look at this. This is just awful for Sheik. This is just very, very poor situation. Very bad for us. So you don't want to give Marth these situations for free at all. You should never give him these for free because they're just such good situations for him. So be very careful. Very careful with those. Also try and get more comfortable with taking space away from Marth using aggressive movement. So practice dash forward in the shield stop and dash forward into the crouch as neutral options, as well of course as dash forward into wave dash down or back. I noticed you were at some points in the set you do a really good job kind of approaching him in small granular movements with dash forward to wave dash down. So I feel like you're already pretty solid at it with wave dash down. I think you just need to get more comfortable doing it with dash forward to shield stop, dash forward to crouch, and dash forward dash forward to shield stop and dash forward to crouch. Also dash forward to short hop back is something that's good to integrate into your play. Okay, so anyways, continuing on with the analysis. I think I was somewhere around here. Yeah, I was right here. Okay. Good whiff punish. Again, it looks like a few autopilot dash attacks is what it looks like to me. Another spot dodge, like another what seems like a panic spot dodge. At this point, these dash attacks are perfect examples of like what feels like autopilot from you. Like you just barely hit Marth there, and you get a weak hit anyways. Also, I'm not a huge fan of these rising fares you do. Cause like I'm not sure what you're trying to beat with these rising fares. Like if you're trying to beat a rising aerial, you just get like you lose to Marth doing a rising aerial. You don't hit him if he's dashing forward. If he shields, you also just get hit. You get grabbed for free. Okay. Another bad F tilt. The F tilt that F tilt accomplishes nothing at all. It's 0 reward, medium risk. I guess, yeah, you just... Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. You hit a few of them. Like, they're not horrible, but I feel like you just do them a bit too much. And I feel like it'd be better... Like, it would almost be better to just, like, shield stop and then just aerial out of shield. Another bad F tilt. Like, these F tilts are very much autopilot. That's what it feels like to me. Again, it feels like you're not really comfortable just taking space away from Marth with your movement. Like these dash attacks have been really egregious this game. And that dash attack you just get directly punished for. Like I feel like Sess was really trying to bait them out, and I think Kalvar is not realizing he can bait them out. How'd you get hit? What was the opening? Oh, it just messed up your movement. Yep, work on the slow dashes. For sure. Okay. F tilt that, or not F tilt, up tilt that. You can dash attack that. You could probably turn around fair that one, or just nair that. Again, like it feels like you're really not comfortable just taking using your movement to take away space from Marth. Like whenever you move, there's pretty much whenever you use movement, there's pretty much always a move attached. Which makes it really easy to predict what you're going to do out of your dash forwards. Let's see. Did you intentionally put yourself above Marth? No, not really. You just got caught in a grab. Okay. Be careful about holding shield next to Marth for too long. Again, questionable, fair. Not really sure what that was supposed to accomplish. Okay, decent. I think that F tilt was a decent idea. Okay, almost good. That was really close to hitting. That's fair. Okay, calm down. So this This right here is a turnaround up tilt or a turnaround up air. Like turnaround full hop up air here gets you. Turnaround full hop up air gets you a fair. I'm pretty sure it gets you a fair or a nair, or back air, or a tech chase opportunity on the top platform. You can also turn around F tilt this. Backer is not too good though. Backers, yeah, I don't think you can get sweet spot backer off that pretty much ever. Actually, well, let's consult the Drug Fox article. Let's see what he says. So DI behind you. Yeah, full jump up air is probably the best thing, starting at around 20%. And up tilt there is fine. Like, it's a fine option. Might get you a forward air. Might get you a nair. But I think, like, just the up air there is, like, the most consistent thing to go for in that situation. Work on those slash dashes. I'm sure I don't need to tell you though. I'm sure I don't need to emphasize it too much. Okay, on to where are we going? Dreamland again? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay, again, be careful with deliberately putting yourself above Marth, because it gives them an opportunity to crouch cancel you. Because remember, Sheik is really bad at coming down on top of someone. She has pretty much no good options, like as far as things that can't be crouch canceled. So how much percent did he get off of that? Again, okay, I really want to emphasize, be careful with over spot dodging. Like, it's gotten a little bit better as the set goes on, but I feel like it's still a problem for you. Could you have gotten anything off that? I feel like if you dash attack as soon as possible there, if you dash attack as soon as possible, I think you get a hit. I think you get a combo. You just like stopped in front of him. I think that so you just stopped in front of him and got dolphin slashed. Okay, I think you may have been able to tech chase this. You can also kind of tech chase with the downer, cover like drift like downer such that you can like just do no drift and cover tech in place. Drift forward if you text forward, or drift back if you text, or just do no drift if he doesn't tech, or if he like text in place. Yeah, up air is pretty alright in this situation. So in this situation, you can cover tech in place with up air, or like cover tech in place with up air and nair. Also cover this roll behind with up air and nair, and then cover roll away with forward air. So yeah, up air definitely very aight. Okay. What were you trying to do? What were you trying to do? You have him coming down. You wave dash down to get outside his forward air spacing. Is that what happened? But he just got hit by it. I'm not sure what you're trying to do there. Okay. You could just shield drop there. I'm sure you know that though. Be careful with just like... Okay, actually let's look at the spacing. Let's look at what happened here. So... Yeah, that seems accurate. I'm sure you just misspaced. so I think, I'm not sure about the jump here. Like, I feel like if you had drifted back, and gone for an aerial on him, like gone for a back air, I feel like that would have been a better option than just drifting away and putting yourself inside his down tilt spacing. Like down tilt or just rising fair spacing. Okay. Okay, let's go. Grab that ledge, let's go. Shield grab that, okay, whatever. Up tilt that. Although I guess you can also re-grab that, maybe it's just been a little bit too late. Let's look at it frame by frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You started to grab a little bit late. Understandable though. I mean, you can also just walk forward up tilt here. You can walk forward up tilt and then like up air or forward air or like F tilt off the up tilt. But according to the Sammy, the Slammy, and Mahami, grab re-grabs here. So you were just a little bit late. You almost got it. Okay. Could you have re-grabbed that? Actually, what did Sammy say? Okay, yeah, so you can take a step and up tilt here. So just take a small step up tilt and then get up air or forward air off of it. Or even another up tilt. Okay, did you miss frames there? Okay, another example of you not, like, choosing not to pressure Marth when you have him in landing. Like, coming down from a landing. Like, right here. Like, he dashes back because you're at boost grab spacing. Like, he's afraid of the boost grab. And then you do it up, like, an aerial, like, you do a jump that doesn't really accomplish anything. Like, I feel like this is another example of a situation where run up shield would be really good. Because it, if you're rising fairs, it catches it. If you're rising nairs, it catches it. And if you tries to go in for a down tilt, it also catches it. Let's look at this, though. Were you actionable? Could you have escaped that? Oh, you tried to F tilt him. I see what you're trying to do here. Yeah, if you dash back here or dash forward, he can't grab you. So maybe just grind out, go into Uncle Punch, grind out your fairs on shield and like fair on shield into dash back or dash forward. Okay. I like the mix up because before you were doing F tilt off that after that fair. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's just look at this. Okay, yeah, good. This is exactly what you should be doing against Marth. You should be chasing him down and pressuring him so he has to move back. You should just be trying to gradually push him into the corner. Try and keep him there. And just let your hits come off of him being in the corner. Because once he's in the corner, then you can actually be pretty aggressive with your movement, and you can just hunt down those boost grab opportunities. Okay. Grab that. No. If you had been faster, you could have gotten a down tilt off there, I think. You could have gotten a down tilt or a forward air, I believe. Like, if you had been faster and not dashed back. You You may have been able to get it. Yeah, I think you might have been able to get a dash attack off that. But you got him. Okay, you got him. I was a little bit scared there. Okay, bad F tilt. Remember we talked about this. Be very aware of when your F tilt is live. You also may have been able to. You may have been able to grab that. I'm not super sure. Let's look at it again. Okay, I'm not super sure, but I think we could have grabbed him. I'm pretty sure. Not super though. How'd you get hit? How'd you get grabbed? Okay, remember, try not to come down directly on top of Marth. He's amazing at beating Sheik coming down on top of him. Like, probably the best character in the game at beating Sheik coming down on top of him. The F tilt was a bad idea. Like, the F tilt was questionable, but it worked anyways. Okay. I think you could have re-grabbed that. You could have re-grabbed that. Again, like, be really careful with just auto-piloting these dash attacks off of running forward. Remember to keep your run forwards as a mix-up, make them ambiguous. That's what you're gonna do. Make it hard for your opponent to read you. How'd you get grabbed? Oh no. So that's another situation where granular movement with dash forward and a shield stop would have been really good. Like, dash forward and the shield stop is really good as a way of getting out of the corner. Along with just using your dash stance. Oh. Work on your ledge dashes. Grind those out. Okay, got him. No, forward air that. You're not at the percent yet. Or he's not at the percent yet where you can up air kill him. Kill him with off top with up air. I'll grab that, please. Okay. No, don't up smash that. Up smash is not. You can't do it on reaction. You have to do it on prediction with up smash. Okay, remember, just escape to the platforms instead of coming down directly on top of them like that. Okay. Okay, it worked out. Yeah, up till that, pretty please. Up till that. I feel like if you had been converting off of your grabs more in this set, you would have done pretty well. Like, you might have won. Like, it feels like your grab follow-ups are one of the big factors that prevent you from winning these games. Just because, like, I feel like Kalvar found out that all he had to do was, like, do slight DI on you, and you let him get away. Okay, so he punches you for coming down on top of him. Okay, I like the way dash into shield. Caught onto it, though. Oh, no. No. Guillotine, please. Please. Okay, I'm gonna cut the VOD there.